Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Level Up screen. My name's Archie, and I'm an alcoholic. Tonight we're playing Horizon Zero Dawn. What's up, friends? Welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. I've just completed the Hunter's Trials. Yeah, I did some of them off camera. What is it? Talk to the hunting groundskeeper. Why?
Ready to try another?
No, why?
What is the Hunter's Lodge?
It's a group of hunters who compete to bring down the mightiest machines in the land, run by the Karja in Meridian. You've already won 3 half-suns, so you're eligible
I've won 3
to join.
Blazing Suns, actually.
Just to warn you, though, they're not fond of Nora.
I have to go.
I'll be here.
Okay. So is this, like, quest, like, just always gonna be there? Even though I've already completed it? Excuse me. Let's get this flower. Is that right? Does it want me to go that way? Because I could teleport here instead. What is this? What's the stone?
To think he built all.
Whoa, that's weird. Never seen that before. Can I still check my trophies? Looks like it.
There's nothing for me here anymore.
Oh, it's Ross' grave.
Rost, I'm sorry.
It's been like a day.
When you said goodbye, I was too quick to let you go. I never really thought it would be the last time I saw you. I was just acting strong. I should have known you'd be watching. At the proving. Looking out for me. There for me when no one else was. Like always. One last time. Thank you, Lost. I won't waste what you've given me. I promise. I'll make you proud.
That's nice.
I've been trying to puzzle it out, but nothing makes sense. The killers came after me because I look like this... a woman. Older with short hair. But why? And what's the connection? If she's my mother, then... she didn't look Nora, but if she lives inside the mountain, how could the killers know about her? The more I learn, the less I understand. I need to track down Olin, an outsider. He was at the festival the night before the proving. Somehow...
Why do I always play games where the main character talks at someone's grave? Like, Days Gone, Yakuza.
When I find him, well, he's gonna tell me everything he knows.
Is that like a common thing? Do people do this?
It's,
Hey,
it's
kitty.
time to find Olin.
Come on up.
I'll try to visit
okay.
before too long.
Stay down there, then. I don't care.
Home. To think he built all this. Alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost. There's nothing for me here anymore.
Just turkeys everywhere on this mountain. Is that a blue? Very nice. Oh, it's not a turkey skin. I mean, how do I get over there? Seems about right.
These are something special.
Evening wind water laps the heron's legs. This is way longer than the one we heard. Let's read it. Hi, Ma. You brought me here... Wait, is this the first one? Yeah. You brought me here once to see Baba teach. I didn't know it at the time, but the class was like something out of the 20th century. He stood behind a lectern in a real space lecture hall, raising his unamplified voice to be heard by flesh and blood cadets seated in plastic chairs. This being 45 or 46, our air forces must have already been 60 to 70% automated. 2045 and 2046? Wow. But the academy was still old school, literally. Because it's an old school. I suppose the quaintness of the setting fit the subject he was teaching, the age of human air power, 1909 to question mark. The cadets probably thought the question marks were wishful thinking or willful ignorance. From their perspective, the era of the human pilot was already over, but not for Baba. I can still see the medals he kept in that drawer in the bedroom, the inscriptions in Sanskrit. Touch the sky with glory. You said one meant. Alright, touch the sky with glory, you said one meant. Even as a Commodore in the IAF, he'd kept flying. He still remembered what it was like to sit in a cockpit with his hand on the stick and his finger on a trigger. And that's how he died, June 5th, 2048. At the funeral, some metallurgical international rep said we should be proud he died defending free markets. Wow. Free markets are not something we need to defend. Even then, I knew that was a lie. He died defending M-Int's claim on a tantalum mine. That's what he died for, and why stop the truth-telling there? Really, he died because M-Int wasn't yet rich enough to afford a fully automated fleet, because it wasn't cost-effective to upgrade a military surplus razor wing with improved electronics warfare gear. He died because human combat pilots were just as obsolete as the crates they put them in, and just as expendable. When he spiraled into the jungle, our family crashed with him. For weeks, you couldn't get out of bed. And then came to the hospital. Me staying with the neighbors. Even after you recovered, even when you said all the right things and promised we'd be okay, I didn't believe it. Something had broken between us. I felt like an orphan, and nothing seemed to matter anymore, which is how I lived for the next 7 years, until it almost killed me. Hell, dude, this is crazy. Corruptor. I feel like the corruptors are the big problem. These are the Thunderjaws, those giant things. Apex combat machine. Equipped with a wide array of heavy artillery and melee attacks. No shit. Sigma, Rho, Zeta, Xi? XI? Psi. Okay. Any hoozle. What else we got? Any other collectibles down here? No. Looks like we found everything we needed in these Nora lands. Let's go for that tall neck, shall we? I have that skill. I mean, I don't really need to come here yet. But I guess if it'll unlock it as a fast travel spot. Oh, another metal flower. How come that didn't unlock with my map? Hey, what's going on here? Is it down here?
I wonder what's down here.
When this pine sapling grows to flower, who will be here? What a weird question.
This isn't a cave. It's a ruin.
Ultra Weave trials. Trial 49B. Fast threshold 85 of 100. Ballistic test 91. Shrapnel test 87. Laser test 88. Shield integrity 86. It's weird because I know that this is a perfect system. So maybe... Oh, okay. So there's... Weave is not tightening properly on local impact tests. We need to optimize existing sensors and add more. So maybe it's going to get better? No. Getting there on the weave density and detection components, but an integration error on the left knee tanked the impact. Yeah, I noticed. Subject isn't going to be able to walk that one off. Surgery required. Oh, shit. Y'all were testing this on live people?
Armor. From the age of the old ones. But how do I get to
Weave armor. Yeah, so basically that armor... No, basically. That armor will just make you invincible. Once you get it, you're invincible. I don't know if you can still take fall damage, honestly. No idea.
red light? I'm not getting in. I haven't seen one of these since these devices are missing power cells. I'll have to find power cells. to
I
get
have
these
power
to work.
cells.
There. Fits. I just need to slot in one with two.
Aw, shit.
Kind of code. Maybe there's a clue nearby. I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time.
12, 15, 18, 21, 0. 12. 15.
Maybe there's some more information nearby. Something that will tell me
18.
each dial has different decisions. Maybe if I give each dial a
21.
Good.
0.
Now to check the door. Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps.
The clamps.
Just need to install these power cells. That should do it.
I don't think I have any more power cells. Okay, so I need 3 more power cells. From Major Garrow to General Aaron Harris, Ultraweave Progress. General, you wanted fast, cheap, and good, and that's what we're going to deliver. By using a flexible nanofiber weave instead of plating and enhancing protection with a 400 EV hard light microprojector, hard light, we've reduced our testing cycle from weeks to days, and I'm confident we can get the suit out by next month, with enough production to cover dozens of elite units, at least. Better yet, it will be half the weight, half the cost, and offer twice the mobility. All we need is the balance of our funding. A few more techs, and another experienced test subject. I know resources are stretched to the breaking point, but any more delays will jeopardize the schedule, so please advise ASAP. May God be with you and Jane in these dark times. Semper Fi. Major Good. You know, if they had focused on getting this, this armor out, maybe the end of the world wouldn't have even happened. What's up, Chrono Boy? Hey, you're a good boy. We're not playing squeaky right now, though. You're a good boy. Good boy. Oh, we can't fast travel there? It's green. I thought green stuff you could fast travel to. Rama, rama, ma, ga, ga, la, la.
Maybe I can scan it.
Gotcha. And I got a skin. Hey, does that mean I can craft something? What is this? Oh, shit. Booyaka. $500 metal shards? Jesus. For tripcaster ammo? Nobody uses that shit. I need more wood. I need another fox skin. Sorry. Had to corf. Had to corf. Corf, corf, corf.
I'm still getting a signal from my focus.
You guys see a tall neck? I mean, you'd think I'd be able to... There it is,
Tall
okay.
neck. Looks just like Ross described. The signal must be coming from its head. I need to get up there.
No! Everyone comes alive now? Frampton comes alive.
This should be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck.
How do I get over there? Maybe I can get there from here. Whoa!
Missed it. I'll have to jump again.
No kidding. I didn't actually jump, though. There she is.
All right. Now I just have to reach its head. Just a little longer, and I'll leave you to your wandering.
To a topographical map on top of its head.
Remembers everything along its path, and sends what it sees to other machines.
That was cool. So that, like, revealed the map. We're gonna go find that artifact. Haramai program attracting young people back to New Zealand. New Zealand? Auckland, January 1st, 2062. Annalise Cameron was barely 3 years old when her family fled the 2036 submergence. Are we in New Zealand? We're not in New Zealand. Are we in New Zealand? Now she's come back. We joke it's not New Zealand anymore. It's New Zealand. But that's just having a laugh. A laugh. For the first time in my life, I feel like I'm home. Cameron is one of approximately 17,000 young Kiwi transplants participating in the New Zealand government's Haramai program. Haramai? Which offers tax incentives to displaced New Zealanders for returning home. The program is the brainchild of PM Tama Nagata, who is widely credited with facilitating the revitalization of Auckland and Christchurch through risky post-Sitaram River disaster investment in the nanotech construction industry. It's time to let the world know we're still here, said Nagata of the program. Our nation is strong. Not even the die-off could bring us down. We've rebuilt and our doors are open. Yeah, I mean, New Zealand's always been pretty good for comedy. Where did this come from? Leaked Shaolu internal correspondence sparks fears of potential mass layoffs. Is this that thing that I scanned from far away? Shanghai, July 4th, 2062. The hacker collective Idiot Army has released nearly a terabyte of internal correspondence from Shaolu Lunar Resources, Inc., sparking rumors that the Shanghai-based lunar mining company is preparing to downsize considerably. You guys mining stuff on the moon? Shaolu's sizable robotic war fleet and competitive salaries attracted attention from young English-speaking professionals in the mid-2050s, but the leaked files suggest that the company's increasing reliance on automation may have made much of their human workforce obsolete. The correspondence repeatedly touches on the potential cost of relocating the redundant personnel, suggesting that if mass layoffs do occur, former Shaolu employees will lose the Chinese citizenship guaranteed by their employment. That's a citizenship. Citizenship. What is this? Orbit 4F8 initiated. Cycle 8082. Routing query sent. No response. G prime. Ping inert agents. 43 out of 46 dormant. Okay.
Saving these for the trail. There's gotta be a way to override even these.
Sawtooth. Oh, shit. Oh, snap.
Just stay out of their way for now.
You just saw what I did to the sawtooth, didn't you? Stay the fuck over there.
Just go by your business.
Alright, where's this artifact thingy? It's probably under me, right? So, hey, what's under there? Underwear! You said underwear. What the heck? So you'd think I'd be able to spot the ancient vessel. Found some fish. Right now I'm more interested in fish. No blues. Got a fish bone though. Damn. I found more fish. Yay, blue. Fish skin. Found it. Oh, was that it? No, that wasn't it. First Amendment virtual? What does that mean? Editorial, does the First Amendment apply to virtual spaces? Obviously. April 29th, 2063, last week, in one of the biggest synchronized police actions in U.S. history, the homes of more than 700 private citizens were raided, and more than 500 arrests were made for the crime of inciting criminal behavior using private informational processes. Oh, sorry about that, guys. If you've been paying attention over the past 9 years, you'll know how to parse the above legal word soup. Those raided were accused of participating in a virtual anti-corporate sovereignty rally, this time at the HoloNet headquarters of Sterling Malkeet. Watching 500 people, many of them bloodied and terrified, hauled from their homes by police SWAT bots, is understandably and rightfully horrifying to a lot of people, but this is nothing new. As far back as 2054, when the first major arrest of virtual protesters occurred over the occupation of Metallurgic International's, EMINT, a holographic customer service center, pundits and courts have engaged in the debate over whether or not the internet constitutes a public space and is therefore legally required to oblige peaceable assembly. Legislation simply hasn't kept up with the advances of the HoloNet, and that's no accident. It serves the interest of Sterling Malkeet and Metallurgic and their corporate ilk to treat the holoscape not as a public space, but, in the words of Metallurgic's backed Senator Gerard O'Neill, so in their pocket, an array of privately owned information processes. The same O'Neill, data corrupted. Excuse me. Alright. I don't want to spend too much time looking for this damn thing. Like, where the heck could it be? You just have to be within the circle, right? And I'm just like assuming I can see it on on the scans. More fish. Got a green. Alright, maybe the collectible things I do off screen. I don't know, I thought that was part of the fun, but like I can't find the ancient vessel, you know? Hold on. Mouse is dying or something. No, it's just, Alright, sorry, I'm not sure what happened there, and hopefully that did not corrupt any of the video. But who can say? I guess it's supposed to just be like right over here? Ish? No? No, that doesn't seem right. Oh, is that it? Yay! First ancient vessel found. A cracked and battered vessel, once dear to the old ones. It's a coffee mug. It seems to show the terrain of the Gatelands. Sets of ancient vessels can be traded in Meridian for valuable rewards. Cool. What's this? Oh. There's a whole bunch of this stuff over here. Bannock figure? Really? That doesn't seem right. This way. There also appears to be a bandit camp over there. Well, I'm gonna get to do more reading. Which seems to help clear out the phlegm, so that's okay. Scrappy-doo. So it's just like, oh yeah, it's somewhere in this radius. Fuck you. I wish it were a little more specific. They just spend so much time. I waste so much time just not finding stuff. UK vets struggle. Yeah, veterinarians, I'm sure. Oh, 10 years after mustering out, UK vets struggle to make ends meet. Watford, May 1st, 2062. 10 years ago, Lance Corporal Rosalind Jeffries received her discharge paperwork at a ceremony that marked the decommissioning of all human combat forces in the Royal Air Force, the RAF. Today, who dares wins. Today, Jeffries and her husband live with another former military family in a small 2-bedroom flat in Watford. Well, it's not ideal, says the good-humored Jeffries, who supplements her military pension as a bartender. But it's sort of an English tradition, isn't it? Resenting elected officials for breaking promises? We make do. Okay. Jeffries isn't the only one having to make do. According to a study conducted by the Social Welfare Research Institute, 75% of veterans polled report they are unable to cover living expenses with their pension income alone. Researcher Harold Adeyemi, Richard Ayoade, explains it's a complicated situation. 10 years ago, few people anticipated just how high and how quickly the cost of living would rise. As funding of the NHS has gradually been siphoned into the coffers of corporate healthcare providers, it's become increasingly difficult for veterans to access medical care. Those are just two factors of probably thousands contributing to straits becoming so dire for our veterans. But I suppose that's little comfort to someone who's struggling to feed their children. Yeah, no kidding. Okie dokie. What do you suppose the vantage point is? All the way up there? Could be. In the wall? He's in the wall. Okay, this is clearly climbable stuff. Isn't it?
I can smell the new day on the wind.
Can I not climb these? What in fuck's name? Alright. That's yellow. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Found a vantage. Need to piece the messages.
I feel like that Air Force Academy was in Colorado Springs. Look, Colorado Springs, that's what it says.
Rocket shitstorm tour day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used to be headquartered in this
So are we in Colorado? We're in Colorado.
Its office was on the
That's
second
cool.
floor
I'm in
from the top.
Colorado.
If Emmett had a policy against workplace romances,
Like, I knew Red Rocks was on here. Thought that was on the second one. No, I guess it is in the first one. Okay. Hi, Ma. Looking back, it's almost comical how much I detested Wyatt. I hated everything about him. His lumpy face, his bad skin, his always calm voice, his out-of-style suits, and especially his stupid cowboy name. I don't care how badly you want to assimilate, there's never any excuse for naming your kid after a gunfighter. I couldn't believe you would replace my Baba, a decorated combat flyer, with a corporate drone. So I made it as hard for you as I could. I was beyond cruel. I accused you to your face of only being interested in Wyatt for his money, called you, my own mother, a gold digger, and worse. Refused to attend the wedding, and then got myself arrested the night before just to cinch the point. It took me years to understand the obvious. Of course you married him for his money, for my sake, not yours. Before Wyatt, the job you were working didn't even cover food and rent. When you didn't get overtime, we slipped deeper in debt and went hungry. You literally couldn't afford to spend time at home, let alone pay for childcare or rent a nanny bot. Meanwhile, your son was out of control, a truant and a thief, not even out of junior high and already a drug addict. If you'd only had yourself to worry about, I think you would have politely refused Wyatt's interest. You were no stranger to hardship compared to what you went through getting out of Kolkata in 2037. Simple poverty probably seemed like a cakewalk. You knew how to survive, but your son didn't. I was headed nowhere, at ramming speed. You married Wyatt to save me, for the stability and opportunity his money could provide. It wound up working, but not as smoothly as you hoped. Before I could be saved, I had to die first, but that's a story for the amphitheater. Hey, is Kolkata Calcutta? Kind of like how they call Bombay Mumbai now. Dudes on horses, okay. It's hard to go wrong with a statue of a dude on a horse, except for, you know, it's pretty easy to go wrong. A lot of them statues are coming down these days. Oh, is that the fox that's inside the wall? That sounds like a hell on earth, Fox. I'm sorry you have to live through that, but I can't kill you.
Good meat.
Genuinely shocked that I don't get turkey bones from every turkey I kill. Skins, I understand. You can mess that up, you know? But I'm not finding any boneless turkeys in the wild.
Varl spoke of a bandit camp and some metal ruins. That must be the place there. Best keep an eye out around here.
Oh, well that was easy. A cracked and old and battered old vessel, once dear to the old ones, bears the legend, Heart's Wayfarers. Okay. It's another coffee cup. Alright, let's go take this camp. Or whatever. I think they're gonna find that body. Yep.
Someone's out there killing us. Look.
Ah, damn it.
something?
Oh. Oh, damn. I actually don't mind going in guns blazing, as it were. I just don't want them to kill any of the hostages.
Search us up!
They must be the prisoners. There's the alarm. Better keep an eye on it.
What is this? An alarm?
Coming! Fire up the signal!
Oh, that dude's just ahead. What is up with these people with no bodies?
Search is off. Fights on.
Is that it?
Seeker, may I speak with you?
You want to speak with me?
Honored. All-Mother be praised.
Are you all right? Is there something you need?
Yes. My friends and I watched you clear the bandits out of this camp. We're glad. They would steal from us, chase us through the night laughing. We're outcasts, not braves. Almost defenseless.
Almost?
Where did you all come from?
Some of us have wandered the sacred lands for years. As for me, the village I grew up in was burned in the Red Raids. I'm ashamed I wasn't there to protect them, but I was an outcast long before the Karja came.
Oh.
How did you all come to be here together?
You wonder how we speak to each other when the law forbids it. But what hope do we have here, outside the embrace, alone?
I wasn't judging you. I was an outcast once.
Forgive me.
Yeah,
You're
and
right
then it's a
to ask.
stupid law.
I convinced them to speak. I told them we were only sentenced to be outcast, not to die out here.
An intelligent approach. How did you come to be an outcast?
I was a fool. I refused to do what I was told. Never went hunting when I could sit under a tree instead.
Yeah, man, sitting
I
under a
argued
tree is
with
way
my
better than
family
hunting.
Every step, picked fights with other braves. One day, such a fight grew fierce. I got a lucky hit, an unlucky one. He went down, and there was no one left to speak for me.
You killed
I
someone?
deserved to be an outcast.
You seem different from the person you describe.
I hope to be. We are all outcasts, but we need to stay together to survive. This camp we once hated could serve us well now.
Yeah, man, you need to redecorate
Would
it,
you let
though.
us stay here, even if it flies in the face of the matriarch's laws?
Of course, by all means.
I'd hoped you'd say so. You're an inspiration to us. Thank you.
You're welcome, dude. Wow, I have a lot of these. It's a health boost potion. Gotcha. I didn't see any quests on the way up here. No. Let's look for another ancient vessel then, shall we? More fish bones. Okay. Kai. Hey, is that purple? Sure is. Drone hop. Okay. A nice metal flower. Let's go check out our vantage point. Well, that was easy.
The Bucket Shitstorm Tour, Day 3. I was 13 when I broke in and vandalized this place. Me and that kid, I think his name was Star. It was my first arrest. A real banner day for the Mahdi family. What a messed up kid I was.
Bashar Mahdi. Okay. Hi, Ma. Like me, Star was a problem kid, but he wasn't really smart enough to get into trouble on his own. I didn't tell him my real motivations, just made breaking into the museum and vandalizing it sound like a fun thing to do on Duster. Or to do high on Duster. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, Duster doesn't last that long. I was only 13, but my combined interest in tech and drugs had already acquainted me with the basics of hacking security systems. I used a jammer to bypass a window alarm, and then I got to work. I toppled holo exhibits, smashed dioramas, yanked display panels off the walls, and smashed those too. I forgot all about Star until he yelped about flying glass. He was just standing there, holding his cheek, staring at me with big scared eyes, whining about how this was crazy and I was going to get us arrested. He was right about the arrest. Getting caught was part of my plan, but wrong about the crazy. My one-boy orgy of destruction... That's so gross. Orgy of destruction wasn't some kind of drug-soaked psychotic frenzy. It was a calculated attack. Not on the museum, on Wyatt. He'd started dating Wyatt a few weeks before, and I didn't like him. I wanted him gone. When you had him over for dinner, one of the many boring things he droned on about was how he served on the board of the museum and oversaw its technology purchases. Anyway, as I was saying, Star was right to think we were going to get arrested. It went down quick. Star began screaming about how he was burning all over, and next thing I knew, I was face down in a mound of expanding foam. The police bots never even warned us. Compared to Star, I got off easy. I have never been on the business end of a microwave gun, but they say it hurts like hell. Ouch. I was still picking bits of that foam out of my hair a week later, though. Fines and damages come to 18 months of basic income, so it wasn't just shame that my actions brought down on the family, but financial catastrophe too. He's a kid, he didn't make any income. Which is why the plan backfired. I didn't push Wyatt away. I handed him a golden opportunity. He stepped in and paid the bill. And it was only another month or two before you got engaged. It's weird, but lately I've been dreaming about that night. I keep seeing that first projector I toppled, watching that hologram of a pioneer woman slew sideways and spin to the floor like a bowling pin as the emitter crashed over. A zap and a flicker and she was gone. History shorting out, kind of like now. I wonder if anyone will survive to build museums about us. I wouldn't count on it. I mean, we're alive, so... someone must have survived, right? Just gonna get these last two collectibles, and then we'll call it for now. Boy, it's hot out. I'm not out, but it's hot in here too. How do I... Oh. Whoever painted these things on the rocks, they're very kind.
A wind sculpture.
Okay, I didn't even know that was a thing. A wooden artifact left in the offering under a tribal mark, along with a strip of parchment bearing handwritten glyphs, sets of such artifacts. Okay. As the months... Alright. Tech talk. As the months of my exile turned to years, I have thought long on what kept me from claiming you. Such a call could only be settled in blood. By the death of Signac, our chieftain, or my own. It is true I feared this battle, and his strength, but not as much as I feared its aftermath. The eyes of Illy, your mother, distant and dead, as they beheld the corpse of her mate. This I could not bear, and so I remained silent, ashamed. But fate is cold and cruel, and my fears came to pass despite me. I paint this mark in sorrow and leave you this offering, though it will never touch the warmth of your hands. That looks like fun. Whoa. I fell in the pit.
Well, you're not ordinary.
Orchid breathing incense into butterfly wings. That is weird. Alright, folks. We're going to go ahead and call it there. Hope you enjoyed it. Our little collectathon. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy birthday if it's your birthday, and don't be a dick. Let's go ahead and close with the Wii version of the Serenity Prayer. Universe, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We'll see you next time on the Level Up screen.